Today is Saturday, the 10th of July, 2021. And I got my cup of coffee here. Oh, it's still too hot. It's Major Dickinson. Anyway. Yeah, so today's Saturday. It's a little overcast. It looks like it's going to rain or something. I don't know. Well, it did rain a little bit off and on. So we went to the diner this morning and had our breakfast again, second week in a row. But there was a lot more people there this time. So I don't know what to think. It still like stresses me out a little bit. You know, even though I'm vaccinated, but I also am high risk, so I have some immunity problems, so I don't know how well the vaccine took for me, because, you know, don't have normal immunity. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah. So the garden's coming along. I thought I'd show you that. Here's me and Bob going to look at the garden. Leave this part in, but
hi.
I could see all the way from over there. Woo! Here's what the garden looks like with the fence up. Let's go in. I've been clumping out this grass by hand, like pulling twice since it's last been. Anyway, this is the tomatoes, and I probably need. See, there's where I tied them. What was it, last week? And they need to be tied again. Look.
Yeah, they're growing nicely.
So these are the tomatoes.
They started a little slow. I was worried about them, but after you did that fish, man, they came good to go.
Yeah, they like the
Look,
fish.
You got a flower on the zucchini.
Yeah. So these are male flowers. I haven't seen any female flowers yet. Some of these might be. This is a male flower. So when they're female, there's a bulb down here. And the
bees and such.
They have to be pollinated. So if they're not pollinated by a pollinator, you can do it with a Q-tip. And these are the flowers for the beans. And this, look, this stuff that's been growing. So this is chamomile. This stuff that's been growing in here, I think it's pepper plants.
I don't.
Because look at the pepper plants over here.
I think that's a weed.
Look at the pepper plants over here. They have the same leaves.
Maybe.
These are the squash plants. So I've been checking the leaves every day. Well, almost every day. And
You got one of those
if there's eggs on it.
On your back.
What? Those jaunty bugs?
Oh, okay, he's gone now.
Okay.
The jaunty bugs, yeah.
Yeah. So check the leaves every day to see if there's any eggs on them. There's not really any eggs. There's something right here, so you could just scrape it off. But when there's eggs, there's usually a clump of them right next to each other. There's a kind that I found down in here before, and I took those out with my fingernail. I found them in a couple of them. So apparently, yeah, look, so there's some of the flower. Oh, you saw, where was the flower that big male flower? Oh, there it is. Here's this big male flower here, so hopefully we'll get some females soon.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the females.
And yeah, so it's looking pretty good, I think. This is supposed to be columbine in here, but it's not growing very well. So columbine is supposed to be good for keeping bugs away from this kind of plant. What do you what do you think? Everything's growing faster now. Well, the flowers aren't growing very fast, but you know, the ones that aren't vegetables, I mean. But I think it's doing pretty well. Looking forward to some vegetables growing out there, you know. And I have to tie up the tomatoes a little more. They grew since the last time I tied them. I haven't been keeping notes like I wanted to. I have a little notebook, and I was going to write down when everything happened with them, but I just haven't kept up with it, you know. Well, Bob and our youngest son finished working on that puzzle last night.
You helped.
Yeah, I helped, but last night it was mostly Bob and our youngest son. So here's some video of that. So here's the puzzle.
Note the
jeez.
puzzle board.
Bob made this puzzle board years ago. I made this puzzle board
many years ago. I have a much bigger one also. I have a 4x5 foot one also. This is a 2x3 foot one.
Yeah, we're in our son's old bedroom. He moved out, but anyway.
We finished this last night. Look at all the chips.
And Bob mostly did it, but I helped and our youngest son helped.
And I did it without looking at that at all.
Yeah, there's this paper.
The cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet. He didn't use.
I didn't use the cheat sheet.
So it goes like this, right?
Yep.
It's a lot of red in there, a lot of red and yellow. So that was pretty fun, and we're thinking we should get some more puzzles and just kind of, because sometimes Bob, like, coats them with something and hangs them up, you know what I mean, to be hung up, puts them in a picture frame. But I like the idea of having a few puzzles that, you know, we take it apart and then, like, move on to the next one, and then maybe somewhere down the road we take that one out again and do it again. And that one was a good challenge, I think. It was interesting.
A lot of matching colors, so it was kind of difficult that way.
Yeah, it was difficult and it was interesting. So we'll probably keep that one as a puzzle. But, you know, he hasn't taken it apart yet. I don't know if I'm going to watch any movies this weekend. Do you have any suggestions?
Better Off Dead.
We've seen Better Off Dead a bunch of times. We even saw it last year. Do we have to see it once a year?
Yes, it's one of my favorite movies.
I will say, if you haven't seen Better Off Dead, you should see it. It's got, don't tell me, it's got, what is that guy's name?
John Cusack.
Got John Cusack in it, and it's got, who's the guy that plays Iron Man?
Curtis Anderson's in it.
Curtis Armstrong.
Armstrong, yeah.
Who's the guy that plays? Who's the guy that?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, it does have Robert Downey Jr. His friend is Robert Downey Jr.
No.
Then what movie am I thinking of? He like wears a weird coat and he's goofy all the time and he's always picking on the girls that he likes. That's Robert Downey Jr.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me see it. I've seen this movie a million times.
Well, obviously, you need to see the 1,000,001 now.
Don't they go skiing and stuff? He's into skiing?
He's into skiing, yes. The best part is his parents. Kim Darby and David Ogden Stiers are his parents. They're hysterical. It's an 80s movie.
I'm telling you that Robert Downey Jr. is in this movie.
Steve Holland movie.
He's not listed, but yeah, the parents are funny. It's got a lot of funny comedy in it, and it has animation, like, so the main character, like, kind of draws stuff, and then it like, kind of plays out his thoughts.
It's the same guy that did One Crazy Summer. They're kind of the same.
So this is what it looks like. Better Off Dead. If you haven't seen it, run out and see it. Well, I guess you don't run out anymore now. You
run out and rent it. Run out and find it on video. Find it streaming.
Find it on streaming or on YouTube or something. But yeah, I know that. What's the movie that he's in with Robert Downey Jr.? There's a movie he's in with Robert Downey Jr.
I don't know, I'd have to look it up.
Anyway, you don't need to hear us arguing over movies. So I guess Robert Downey Jr. is not in that movie, but it's still it's a fun movie. Not the one that you have to see every year, but Bob has to see it every year.
It's great music. Awesome soundtrack.
What we should watch again is Fight Club.
I'll watch that again.
So that's a trade. We'll watch that. We'll watch Better Off Dead for you and Fight Club for me. Okay. Well, how are you? How are you doing? Are you doing anything cool this weekend? We don't have anything really planned. Well, we had something we were going to do today, but it had to get canceled, so we might be doing something next week instead. I don't know, but it's rainy out anyway, so Anyway, I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.